What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and this is just an update video. For those of you that are new, I like to do these every once in a while just to let y'all know what is going on in my life and what's to come on the channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Right now, I'm at the Wilmer, Texas yard. I'm actually about to head over and pick up a load. I've been on home time this last week, and it was a very good home time. Spent a lot of time with my son, with my wife, and other family members. And yeah, so I'm expecting to go out for about 3.5 weeks. I'm going to go out and then take another 3.5 days off. That's pretty much what I do now. I used to be, when I did OTR before I had my son, I used to stay out about 4 to 6 weeks at a time. Sometimes even 2 months, but now I don't really do that. I pretty much stick to Crete's policy of the 21 days out, 3.5 days off. That's pretty much what I stick to. Now I'll stay out like a couple extra days just so I can get home on a weekend, because all of my family is off on the weekend. So that's always nice to have everybody off when you are home. But what am I hoping for when I go out? I'm hoping that the freight picks back up. I do believe it is going to pick back up because kids are getting let out of school. A lot of people are going to be going on vacation. And so I do believe that spending is going to ramp up, which in turn affects freight. So I do think freight's going to pick back up, guys. I want to be very clear that I do not think this little freight recession we're having is going to last forever. I absolutely don't think that. I do not think the dollar is collapsing. I do not think the world is collapsing. And if that does happen, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I want to be very clear. I know things are corrupt in our government from both the right and the left. And I don't really comment a lot about it because I really think it's pointless, because what am I going to do to change who runs the world, who runs this country? I can't do anything about that. So all I can do is educate myself, learn a skill. I learned how to drive a truck. I learned the trucking industry and how to navigate through that, and learn how to manage my money and invest my money. That's all I can do. If the world ends, if the global economy collapses, none of the stuff I talk about on my channel is going to matter. Investing in anything isn't going to matter. If you're investing in stocks, real estate, even commodities like gold and silver, it's not going to matter. If the world collapses, you will need to invest in canned food, water, guns, ammo, bunkers. You're going to need to learn to grow your own food. You know, a lot of people right now are talking about the end of the world scenario, and I really think it's a waste of energy to be focusing on that all the time. I'm just going to be honest. Like, you can talk about whatever you want to, but I've been getting a lot of comments about, man, you know, everything's about to collapse. And it's like, dude, if that happens, and it could, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I never say never with anything. And yeah, things are corrupt and things are messed up in the economy. That's true. But they're always going to be messed up. And they're always going to be corrupt. The people that run the world are evil to the core, and it's been that way for a very long time, by the way. And honestly, I think it's a waste of time and energy to focus on that. And that's why I make the content I make, guys. In this video, I'm kind of talking about why I talk about what I talk about, and why I don't really focus on politics or, you know, what the powers that be are doing. Because, again, I have no control over that. I have no control over really how Crete runs this company. All I have control over is working my face off, educating myself, and figuring out how to navigate through all the crap in the world. That's all I can do. That's all anybody can do. All you can do is focus on improving yourself, and in my opinion, ignoring all the negativity out there. Because if you focus on end of the world scenarios, the end of your company and how they're falling apart, if you focus on negativity, you're never going to be successful. If you think the world is going to end, you're not going to be successful at investing or running a business, because there's really no point in starting a business, investing in any asset class, if you think the world's going to end. And that's been a big thing that I've done over really the last like 4 years, is kind of drown out the negative media, the negative content that's out there. And I understand why people are negative. I understand that because, again, like I said, there's no doubt that our country, the people that run it, the people that run the world really, are corrupt. But instead of hating on the system that they created, I need to learn how to win in the system they created, because I can't change the system. I can't change who's in power, and neither can you. I'm just one guy. And, that's been my mentality really over the last 4.5 years. Is like, look, I'm going to do what I know how to, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do what I need to do to provide for my family and set my family up for the future. If Armageddon happens, if the end of the world happens, then that'll be a completely different plan from what I have now. And I'm just going to end with this, though. I'm going to end with this. Well, first and foremost, I'll be posting consistently again. That's number one. Like I said, this is an update video, but also I'm making a point in this video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my plan I originally set out to achieve, right? All the goals I set before I got into trucking, before I really turned my life around, I'm going to continue on with that plan. If the world economy collapses, I probably won't be able to talk to y'all anymore because everything will be shut off. All business, all means of production is going to stop. It's going to be very bad if that happens. If what y'all think is going to happen, a lot of you, actually happens, then we have way bigger problems than whether we invest in stocks, gold, silver, oil, real estate, whatever. Your business is going to be worthless because there will be no currency if the dollar collapses. We are the reserve currency of the world. And if the dollar collapses, that means the world collapses. That's what that means. And so, look, the point of this video is to focus on your plan, focus on improving yourself, focus on your economy, not the economy, not the global economy or the United States economy. Focused on your household and how you're improving your household. That's what I do. That's what I'm going to continue to do. And that's what I suggest anybody do. Okay? You can keep coming onto my channel and posting negative stuff on my channel. You can keep coming on here saying, hey, everything's going to fall. The stock market's going to crash 70%. Look, if the stock market crashes 70%, what you're saying is the biggest, brightest, and best companies in the world just lost 70% of their value. Companies like Apple, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, UPS, FedEx, JB Hunt, all the biggest companies in the world, McDonald's, Burger King. I can go on and on and on. When I invest in stocks, I'm investing in businesses. If you don't understand stocks, then that's fine, but don't make a comment like saying something where you really don't understand what you're talking about. Yeah, the market could crash. If the stock market crashes 70%, so will real estate, so will all the other things. That means we are in a very bad situation in this country and in the world. Could it happen? It could. It could. It's happened before. The last time the stock market dropped 50%, it was in 2008. But guess what? It dropped 50%, and everyone thought the world was coming to an end. But then it tripled in a 10-year span. Once it went down 50, it ended up tripling in a 10-year span. If you invested from 2010 until now, $10,000 in the S&P 500, you would now have like $35,000 if you didn't add any other money to it. You more than tripled your money if you reinvested all the dividends and everything that it paid. And look, the point, or why I'm making that point and why I'm saying that, is because, look, if you think the world's going to end, it's going to stop you from investing. It's going to stop you from taking risks. And risks are necessary to become financially successful and become successful, period, in life, at anything. You got to take risks to be successful. But if you think the world is coming to an end 24/7, you're never going to take those risks, ever. And you're never going to win long term. You have to have an optimistic outlook on life. You have to. You have to ignore the negative content, the negative media, what the politicians are saying, no matter what side you're on. You got to ignore that, because most of it is propaganda, whether you're right or left. I have my political beliefs, but I don't trust either side at all. I don't trust either one of them. That's why I never really comment on anything political on here. I think they're both to blame for the problems in this world, 100%. I'm not saying all of them are bad. I'm saying the majority, I don't think they care about us whatsoever. And they've proven that to me over the last 3 years especially. So anyway, I want to end with this. I really appreciate each and every one of you that are new to this channel. I've gained a lot of subscribers since I dropped that video about how I think the trucking industry is in a recession. And but look, at the end of the day, I did say that. I do think the trucking industry's been in a recession for the last year now. Even bigger companies are feeling it. But it's going to pick back up. We're just in a slowdown right now. It's going to pick back up. I think the summer's going to be great. And look, what I'm going to do is handle what I can handle. Control the controllables, control myself, and I think everybody else needs to do that. So that's my video for the day. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. Again, like I said, especially the new subs. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate my subscribers that have been with me for a long time. And I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video. God bless and peace out.